let us know. Hi guys, quick one. I'm being bombarded with messages on how much am I going to pay AJ. And everyone's saying 80, 20, 70, 30, 75, 25. The actual answer is I've offered him 60, 40, 40% of this amazing fight because I want this fight to happen. He doesn't have any excuses now not to take it. 40%. The actual answer is I've offered him 60, 40, 40% of this amazing fight because I want this fight to happen. He doesn't have any excuses now not to take it. He can't say I've lowballed him, offered him 20%, 30%. I've offered the people 40%, take it or leave it. Let us know.
What's going on, people? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Dillian Young, coming through and keeping the coin boosted at all times, coming through with them Kiwi dollars, much needed 100%. So we just heard there from the man himself, Tyson. Oh, Fury. Wow. Yeah. Oh, listen, I've heard of certain mans being thirsty. I've heard a man, listen, look at the current position we find ourselves in 2022, the OnlyFans culture. There's so many thirsty men on this planet, thirsting. Yeah? I thought I'd seen it all. I thought I'd seen all the thirst until I'd watched this video. Yeah, this for me is a new all-time high. I've never seen a cat as thirsty to clap someone's cheeks as Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's got a proper lob on, proper hard on, a raging hard on for AJ. That's the only conclusion one can make. Bottom line, yeah? Give me another conclusion. 60-40, I think it's actually insulting to the game, truth be known. Genuinely, I feel insulted right now. I feel insulted that of all the people out there, yeah, let me tell you who don't deserve to be put on. I mean, Wilder only got 40%, you know what I'm saying? Okay, no, yeah, Wilder, who went in there and put his, literally, people like Eddie Hearn and AJ talk about, oh, put my life on the line. Listen, AJ actually has never put his life on the line. AJ's gone in there and played tic-tac-toe. That's not putting your life on the line. Yeah? Both Fury and Wilder have categorically put their life on the line. When Wilder was out there in the third fight, gassed because he was weighing a career heaviest, out on his feet, and still, zombified, he's still trying to get up and swing some more. That's what you call putting your life on the line. And he got 40%. The fuck? This big useless pumped up weightlifting, he ain't even a top bodybuilder anymore. Yeah? How the this bodybuilder getting 40%? I'm honestly baffed. But like I said, the only conclusion one can come to is that Tyson Fury has been nursing a proper hard-on. Yeah? All of Fury's blood is in the end of his phallus right now. And that's why he said, listen, I must release this. I must get some release. If we have to pay AJ a ridiculous amount of money, that's what we'll do. Because I must bust. Yeah? I must get some of what Fernando been having. And that's the thing. That's the problem, you see. In the rainbow flag communities, yeah, people, it gets around. Within the rainbow flag communities, it gets around who has that tight booty. Yeah, it's quite rare, as you can imagine. Yeah? When you've been in the rainbow flag community, yeah, most dons, naturally, they're a little bit loosey-goosey, if you get what I'm saying. Why do you think in jail, or why do you think most rainbow flag dons like younger men? It's one of them. To be fair, it's same as women as well. Why do men like younger women? They're fresh. Yeah, they're more taught. Guess what? Tyson Fury, he been hearing from Fernando and all the other zesties. Fernando and AKA Skins. The words got out. AJ, he got that sweet tight African booty. And Fury, he fixing to catch a piece right now. End of the day, Paris. Fury loves Paris. But end of the day, she's 7 kids deep now. Yeah, Fury wants some of that sweet African Donny booty that AJ got. But I'm like, call me a liar. Explain it another way. Yeah, he fixing to clap that from the back. Big facts. And he willing to pay premium for it. Fury want that premium African booty right now. Call me a liar. There's no other explanation for it. Yeah? And it shows you, whilst AJ's a bum, this shows you Fury has some sort of mad mindset right now, in as much as he desperate to have a go on AJ. He overpaying arguably double. Genuinely, yeah. When you think Dillian, who is also useless, but Dillian, he got paid 20%, and he actually arguably earned his position. Do you know what I'm saying? Although, who did he beat? I'm not sure. Well, then again, at least Dillian White beat that. What's the guy's name? I forgot his name now. Dillian beat the guy, quite buff, the buff dude, the Bridgerweight buff dude. To be quite frank with you, do you, man, think AJ at this point in time would be able to beat the guy Dillian beat? I'm not even sure. At this point, most fights are 50-50 for AJ. So I guess Dillian White did do something to deserve it. And to be fair to Dillian, he was prepared to fight Luis Ortiz. He was prepared to fight the other bums. So yeah, like I said, Dillian White arguably earned his position. Even though he was useless when he got in there, but still, he got 20%. What's AJ done? All AJ's done is lose. Like, in my video yesterday, when this fight first got announced, I thought, I've told you already, I'm in two worlds. Half of me wants to see AJ knock Spark out. The other half don't want him being given more opportunities. AJ's revealed himself already. Oh, I'm all about the money. Well, for someone, yeah, who, in my opinion, AJ's taken from this game more than he's given. AJ is a glamorized version of Fraudley Harrison. Fraudley Harrison was actually the first guy to run a money scam. Yeah? Because Fraudley Harrison came in and the BBC paid him like 10 mil. AJ took that and ran with it. But it's the same principle. Fraudley was useless. Yeah? Fake news. And AJ is useless and fake news. So it doesn't sit with me. It doesn't sit right with me, yeah. That this guy who's told you already, the Oxford Union cats said to him, AJ, tell us what defines your character. And he said money. Like I said, think of all the people historically who have literally given parts of themselves to the sport. And it's because of that, it doesn't sit right with me that this clown AJ comes into the game, is all tactical about things. He hasn't given, show me it, go on, tell me what fight you've seen AJ give back something for the hundreds of millions he's made. Go on, what round? Tell me, never mind round, tell me a fight you can say, YB, you're wrong. AJ gave something back in this fight, go on. Did he give something back in the Ruiz rematch? In fact, did he even give something back in the Ruiz first fight? Where did you see AJ get off the canvas, put his mouth guard back in his mouth and get moshing? Even if he was to go on and lose. Go on. Oops. Ruiz 1, no. Ruiz 2, no. Even Pulev, where he won the fight, he still had a burst and then shit his pants for 6 rounds, having a rest because he was tired. Oh, are you tired? Big super athlete got tired versus a 40-year-old man. Oh my god. Do you know what I'm saying? Then we got Usyk 1. Go on, what round did you see AJ give himself? Leave something in the ring. Give back something after having taken hundreds of millions. There ain't no examples. Because I'm a fair person. If there was, I'd be saying, you know what, people, AJ's earned this. Yes, he's lost, but you know what? 5 years ago, at least he, you know what I mean? I'm fair. I'm balanced. If there was a whole lineage, yeah, let's say AJ only just fell off in the last few years, and there was 5 years of AJ really putting grinding in, I'll be the first man to say, you know what, man? Yeah, he washed up now. Yeah, he don't really deserve it now, but you know what I mean? Let the man eat. I ain't trying to be a hater. But this guy AJ, he take, gives nothing, goes out of his way not to give anything, and then takes some other man's belts and throws them out the ring. And now he just waltzes into a 60-40 split. I'm actually quite frustrated at Tyson Fury, to be honest. Now, I understand. He's a man. I understand. He's got a raging hard-on for AJ. I get that. We've all been there. How many of you, man, have had blue balls before? Yeah, we've all been there. And you're just gagging to get one off. Yeah? I get it. I understand. Fury has got big raging hard-on blue balls. And he needs to get his nut off on AJ. All over him. Yeah? That said, listen. I understand from Fury's point of view. I'm talking from a holistic, pure boxing point of view. It just don't cut it for me. Something feels rotten about this. Because Fury's known as a pretty hard negotiator. I mean, put it this way, yeah. Can you imagine if AJ and Fury... can you imagine, let's say AJ, yeah, beats Wilder, and let's say AJ was the one... put it this way. Let's say Fury had just lost twice. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's change people out here. Do you think Eddie Hearn and AJ would be giving Fury 40%? Come on now. Do you know what I'm saying? No way. Eddie Hearn would be out here, and arguably rightfully so. And that's why I'm being consistent. Because guess what? 3 years ago, I was the one banging the drum, and rightfully so in my opinion, saying AJ has 3 belts, he has the most marketability, he does the most numbers, and therefore this fight is a 70-30 fight. I was one of the main guys saying Fury doesn't deserve more than 30% at the time, where he didn't have any belt, and the numbers were the numbers. Yeah? But now the tables have turned. Fury has the belt, Fury has the clout. Don't forget, people, Fury shut down Wembley. Fury blew AJ's numbers fresh out the water. Oops. So, but then again, I guess all we can say is, I mean, I've seen people saying it, oh well, YB, it's Fury's decision. And it is his decision. And that's why, ultimately, it'll be what it'll be, won't it? But I'm just saying, I think most people have overlooked this. Most people are fiending for the fight. But I don't know what you man are fiending about. Oh, YB, the Battle of Britain. What Battle of Britain? It's the top guy versus the mid-level guy. It's not Battle of Britain, in my mind. Battle of Britain was, okay, AJ decided to pull his finger at his arse for Britain, innit? Sure, go on. To be the Battle of Britain, it would have to be 2 British warriors. Well, AJ just got turned over by some Ukrainian don, so it's not the Battle of Britain, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? The Battle of Britain is, wow, YB, we've got 2 conquering warlords. We've got Fury, a conquering warlord. Fury just pushed back Dillian White's wig on UK soil, so Fury is a conquering warlord. What did AJ do when Mr. Middleweight turned up to his UK manor? Oops, at Tottenham. He got turned over. Yeah? Usyk pulled up. The Saxons pulled up. What's the other one's called? The Viking Dons. The Vikings pulled up, yeah. The Ukrainian Viking Dons pulled up, yeah. And they turned you over. On your Tottenham turf. Oops. And you want to talk about Battle of Britain? This is I'm not sure what you'd call it, but there ain't no Battle of Britain. The Battle of Britain's done. And that's no one's to blame here but AJ. And people need to start giving him some responsibility. And it seems to be, I don't know what it is. AJ just seems to move from one. He just keeps getting put on. I just don't get it. Well, I do get it. Like I said at the start, and ultimately people, yeah, Fury's begging to get in AJ's knickers. That's the start and the end of it. I just wish that, some people say, YB, well, don't you want the fight to happen? Honestly, part of me don't want the fight to happen. He don't deserve it. He don't. He hasn't earned it. What has AJ done to earn this fight? Go on. What's he done? Nothing. Yeah, and he certainly doesn't deserve... I'm against the fight happening at all, but if he is to get the fight, he should have been given a fair market value. In my opinion, around 20%. Dillian White was essentially any challenger. AJ doesn't even have a mandatory slot, do you understand? This is a voluntary defence. Mandatories have a particular percentage to protect the mandatory fighter. Now, a voluntary, for example, look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather would fight people voluntarily. People like Robert Guerrero, Floyd would get paid guaranteed 40-50 mil, yeah? Robert Guerrero, 4 mil. Andre Berto, 4 mil. Floyd Mayweather was giving out 10% paydays to all of his voluntaries. Oops. So for me, AJ, who's a voluntary, a loser, he a 10 to 20% fight, in my opinion. That's what Fury should have started with. And I got a video coming soon, but it baffles me. Eddie Hearn's out here saying, we're thinking about negotiating for 50%. What the fuck? You're thinking of what? And that's what I mean when I say, part of me hopes this fight don't happen. Because Eddie Hearn and Team AJ are clowns. we might negotiate. You fucking idiot, Eddie. Honestly, the whole lot of them. And that's why I hope Fury does AJ some serious damage. That's the only bit of hope I've got. I hope AJ leaves there splattered proper. I mean proper. I can't stand the guy. He's so weak. I don't know. It makes me cringe when people get something for nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ has robbed the bank. It's not right. The universe doesn't sit well with the situation. AJ it just doesn't sit well. Bottom line, yeah. Because guess what? Me and many others invested our life force into AJ. What did he give us back? He went in there and rolled over. Yeah, and when it got hard, he rolled over. That's what he did. That's what we got back. Yeah, you man the YB $50-100 went in. That's life force. Do you know how long it takes to generate them kind of coins? Do you understand? That's life force. Your man the YB slaving probably that's about 6 weeks of work. That's 5 weeks of work. 5 weeks of work, life force. And what did we get back? Oh well, YB, I'm 18 stone and I'm tired. Listen, you big buff dopey bodybuilder. If you're 18 stone and you get tired, train harder. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't get that. You're always in the gym, but you're gassing after 4 rounds. I don't get that. I don't understand it. AJ, you're not the first big guy. Fury is bigger than you. Oops. Yeah? Just saw Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz. As big as, or bigger than you. In fact, Luis Ortiz weighed in like 250 pounds. Bigger than you. Andy's 50-year-old. 50-year-old, bigger than you. And he in there moshing away. Ortiz in round 8 was literally dancing on his toes as well. Can't believe it. Don't see Ortiz complaining, oh I'm old. I'm 50, 60 years old. And I'm 18 stone. No, he cracked on. Got off the mat several times as well, by the way, at 50 years old. Ortiz started to fight on dodgy legs and still warriored on. Salute that man. So yeah, it is what it is. Fury begging to get in AJ's knickers. I hope like I said, bottom line is, man, I hope the fight don't happen. Equally, hope it does, and I hope Fury goes in there, yeah, and proper sets about him. I mean, proper. Cause you know what AJ's like. Yeah, AJ took a pity patty jab for music, and he was like, oh, yeah. I want Fury to go in there, yeah, light on his feet, and then just stab forward with a jab, and just ram it right through AJ's barnet, and then follow a right hand over the top, and AJ will be like this, yeah. That's what I want to see. No, I don't want to see nothing else. I don't want to see, for example, I don't want to see Fury versus White. Fury versus White is what I don't want. Tyson, if you're planning on doing Fury versus White, I don't want to see this fight. I don't want to see AJ in there and being able to, you know what I mean? Dillian White was let off the hook, bottom line. When you think about the way Fury set about Deontay Wilder, it wasn't right the way he gave it to Dillian. Yeah, Dillian was let off the hook. Dillian actually thought he was in the fight. You allowed him to be in the fight because nothing was going on. That's not good. Please do not let AJ be in there for 10 rounds and it's like, ooh, YB, well, he did better than Wilder did because he went the distance. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't trying to watch that. But yeah, I guess it's better than nothing, innit? At least it leaves AJ nowhere to hide. But the thing is, people keep saying, oh, YB, AJ's got nowhere to hide. He ain't going nowhere anyway. AJ loves coin. Yeah? He loves coin. About nowhere to hide. He gagging for this kind of opportunity. He can't believe his luck. Getting put on. Madness.